We live. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rudy Tabuti, and I'm back again with another gameplay video for you guys today, man. But today, there's not gonna be no gameplay in this video. I'm just letting y'all know right now. So, but this is gonna be the first episode or the prelude to my Cincinnati Bengals career mode, right? So basically in this video, what we're gonna be doing is we're just gonna set up everything because I feel like there's a lot of things that has to happen in order to get your roster ready for game one. You know, just like the real life in the NFL. You get me? So I'm just gonna, make trades, put people on the trade block, make a couple of roster changes, and we're gonna get this shit popping. But before we get started, man, make sure you like the video, you comment down below, you share with your friends, and you subscribe if you have not done so already. But if you know me, you already know what time it is. No more long talk. Let's get right into this goddamn video. So let's go. We're gonna use the active roster. Like I already said, man, we have to update our rosters. And we're gonna be using the Cincinnati Bengals. So fuck Zach Taylor. Yeah, we're changing. Using a custom coach. Now, whenever I do career modes, like as the coach, where I can control the whole team, I always love building through the draft. That's like my favorite part of being a coach in Madden, because when I used to be a head coach in NCAA 14, which is probably one of my all-time favorite games, recruiting was like the best part of that game because you really had to go out there and get people to come to your team. And if somebody came on a recruiting visit and they were a running back and it's like get 250 yards on the ground, it's like, all right, I'm on it. I got to get this 250 because I need this running back to get here. This running back is a 78 overall with 97 speed, but 87 trunking. Like, I need him on the team. So I always go strategic. I want to get as much picks as possible. I want to get as much scouting points as possible to do that. All right, guys. So I'm still Rudy Tabuti, but since I'm online and Madden is really stupid, I can't use booty as a name, so I gotta be Rudy Tabati. In this career mode, I went in skin tone 4, face number 1. This is the face I used last year, and I just like this outfit with the long sleeve hoodie, jeans or black khakis if you want to say that, and some relaxed shoes. Madden, one of the dumb things that y'all have about their game, it's a lot of them, but one of the major ones is that I can't even decide to put like glasses or a hat on this guy. I have to be a certain face to get the hat. Like, that's just so stupid. Yeah, I have to have this face to get the hat. Like, that's so dumb. Yeah, putting restrictions on who can have a hat now. Like, really? That's what we're doing. That's just really stupid. But you still have warps in your gameplay. Like, it's really dumb. Offensively, we're going New England. I feel like they have one of the better passing playbooks in the league. You get a lot of running back catches out of the backfield, and they run a lot of 2 tight end sets. So we're definitely gonna have to build our team there. And defensively, I just went San Francisco. I'm not gonna hold you. I looked it up. It said San Francisco got the best 4-3 playbook in the game, so I said I don't really care. We go San Fran. Starting point, we're going to start at the beginning of preseason. League settings. I know y'all worrying about my settings. I always play on Madden. Like, this is just how I do it. I do simulation. Turn off relocation. I hate relocation. Like, the Brooklyn Beats is wets. That's the Tennessee Titans. Like, relax. Pre-existing injury, I'm gonna just turn that off right now. I want to start off fresh, and I'm gonna turn off injury off for right now, just so we get through the first 4 preseason games, so I don't simulate those games. And then when we get to week 1, I got like 3 people out with like torn hamstrings for like 8 weeks and stuff. Like, that's really stupid. Full on field control, breakout scenarios, all that. Now, quarter length, I always go 8 minutes if I'm controlling the entire team, or 7 minutes if I'm doing less, like offense or just only defense. And turn the accelerated clock off. Full field control, no pop-ups, and off a field roster. All right, guys, let's get it cracking. My sliders. These are my sliders that I played on in a game, and I'll go over it when I do my gameplay video. I always turn my QB accuracy down to 45. I turn my run blocking down to 45 or 47. I just feel like sometimes it's a little too easy to run in this game, and then next thing you know, you end up with like 15-yard runs like all the time. I don't want to see my running back have like 1,800 yards at the end of the season, and we have like offensive linemen that are 60 overall. So that's really fake to me. Fumbles, you got to turn it up to lower it. So I do to like 65 because they just drag the fumbles OD. Everything else is cool, and I put tackling up to 55 because on all Madden, everybody thinks they're Barry Sanders and can just juke everybody. Turn the QB skill all the way down to 30. I promise you, they're still going to be completing 80% of their passes. I promise you. So do that. Pass blocking, you got to turn that down to about 45, or these guys are going to be like Tom Brady in his prime. They're just going to have literally like 40 seconds to throw the ball. All that stuff is cool. Yeah, all that is good right there. Injuries, I turn this up to 30 just because I like the realism. Like when you have like a star wide receiver, but he gets hurt and you have to somehow, some way find ways to win games without him for like 3, 4, 5 games. I do like that because it gives other guys reasons to play and stuff like that. And we're gonna turn down face mask because last year it was very, very OD. So I'm just gonna put that at 35 for right now. And everything else is cool. But those are the sliders I use. Let's go into salaries. This is what really matters here. We have damn near 40 million in cap space. So we have a lot of flexibility in what we want to do. However, we also have to see who's going to be a free agent coming up this year. So quarterback, again, we need a new backup quarterback. I have no respect for Ryan Finley or Brendan Allen. So we're definitely going to be looking for a new backup quarterback. But we can get one for cheap, honestly. Joe Burrow is going to be the guy there. Running back, Mixon, again, is getting paid crazy money by next year. Gio Bernard is getting paid $4 million, but he's going to be off the books by next year. So I don't have to forcefully move him. It's not an insane thing to do. I won't have to, but if I get a good deal for him, I'm definitely going to think about it. So I am going to put him on the trade block right now. And if we get a good day, a trade for Gio Bernard, he might be on the way out. I'm just being honest with y'all. Samaj P. Ryan and Travion Williams, again, guys, cheap contracts that really don't matter. Just kind of bodies on the team. Ethan Carter getting paid $2 million is kind of crazy, but we could always bring him back for like cheap, so it doesn't really matter. Wide receiver, Tyler Boyd is about to start getting paid. AJ Green is getting $18 million. Now I want to keep AJ long term, but again, it all depends on how much he wants. I think he can be a very good number 2 receiver for us, but again, it depends on how much he wants come next year. T. Higgins is going to be around for a long time. Audit Tate, very cheap contract. John Ross, again, how much he wants. They got him ranked only as a 73, so if he doesn't ask for too much money, I'll have no problem bringing him back. Erickson is as good as gone, really, but I am going to put him on the trade block just to see if somebody would give me like a 5th or a 6th round pick for him. And Mike Thomas is on the team right now. Tight end Uzama, I feel like he's very overpaid, especially in Madden. A 73 overall getting $6 million is kind of crazy to me. But we do need tight ends. We run a lot of 2 tight end sets, so he's good for right now. Drew Sample is good for right now. Chris Harris is as good as home. Clark Harris is as good as gone, and Shrek is probably another body. But if we need a spot, he's gonna be out of here too. Left tackle Jonah Williams. He's set. Quentin Spain, we gotta probably resign him but he's gonna probably regress. So offensive line, I'm definitely gonna try to get a lot of depth in free agency in the draft. Trey Hopkins is again severely overpaid, but as you can see, 5.5 million, 6.5 million, 7.3 million for a 72 overall center who's 28 years old. He's probably going by next year. I'm not gonna hold you. But again, we need as many decent offensive linemen as we can, so he's probably going to stick around just for that. And Finney's going to be making $3.5 million next year, so he's probably as good as going after this season as well. Right guard, Sulafilu is gone after this season, and Billy Price, I'm actually going to see if I could get something for him as to the trade block. And add to the trade block. I doubt it, but you're just gonna see. I might have to make my own trade in order to get those 2 guys off the books. Bobby Hart, I'm not even gonna try to trade him. For right now, he's on the team, but if I can get a good right tackle, he's he's out of here. You get me? Um, Left end Sam Hubbard, decent contracts. Those are all decent contracts. Right in Carl Lawson, I'm gonna have to kind of pony up probably like 7-8 million a year for him to keep him around, but that's easy. I'm gonna definitely do that. He's 25 years old. He's gonna continue to grow. Him and Sam Hubbard are gonna make a really good rush tandem, but I definitely do need to acquire some rush ends within the draft for free agency. Defensive tackle, like I said earlier, man, I definitely got to find a defensive tackle in the draft. But this Geno Atkins contract is kind of crazy. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to hold you. That's a lot of money for Geno at 78, but for everything he's done for the franchise, I don't mind paying him that. I just have to work around it. But if it becomes too insane, then we can do something. But honestly, I don't mind paying him that. Like, he's done so much for this franchise, and I'm such a big fan of Geno Atkins that, like, yo, you can keep that. Even if you're like a 73 and you're making 16 million, you can still be a valuable like rotational piece. Just making 16 million. I really don't care. I'm gonna find ways to make moves without needing to cut you. Let's go to linebackers. Linebackers are set, man. I don't really need to do much here. I'm just going to see if I can try to get Josh Bonds for a draft pick or anything like that. I don't know if I put him on a trade block yet. Yeah, add him to the trade block. Yeah, linebackers are set. Cornerbacks. William Jackson and Mackenzie Alexander are going to be free agents after this year, so I'm wondering what I should do with those two guys. William Jackson most definitely is coming back. Mackenzie Alexander, I would like to bring him back, but I'm not 100% sure. Trey Reigns is also kind of on a crazy contract. $16 million next year for a 79 rated corner is a bit nuts. So I might try to trade him, but again, I want to see how these three guys play because they're really fast. You got the kind of all-around great corner here. You got the corner who can handle the tall guys but has the speed and the strength to match up with them, and then the slot corner right there. So I kind of like the balance I have out of all three. Darius Phillips is another fast guy. Gets burnt a lot in real life, but at the same time is a playmaker. So he's kind of like a boomer bust when you throw it out his way. He might get burnt for 50 yards, but he also might come up with an interception and take it back for 50 yards. So you never know. And all these other guys are kind of just filler a little bit. Free safety, we're going to have to pay Jesse Bates after next season, and I don't mind. He can get all the money he wants. Jesse Bates is going to be on this team for a long time. And Von Bell's on $5 million, and $7 million. I have no problem with that. 79 overall, 25 years old. By the time he gets to that 7.5, he's probably going to be like an 84, 85. Hopefully. Sean Williams, $5 million is not insane. I actually am going to add him to the trade block to see if I can get something for him as well. But he's probably going to... Yeah, I don't mind him staying here for the year. Then the kickers, I already told y'all about the kickers. The kickers are going to be gone too. And Hubert is good. I'm going to resign Hubert. He's a Cincinnati legend as well. Now, I'm in free agency. I see Earl Thomas. I see Kaepernick. I see Tony Jefferson, Prince Amukamara. I'm not here to get necessarily a starter unless it's on an offensive line. I'm trying to get guys that I can grow, build within either the practice squad or just within like playing with them. So the first signing we're going to be making is going to be Aldrick Rosas. He's going to be our starting kicker. As y'all can see his ratings, man, 95 kick power and an 83 kick accuracy. I really need to say more after that. So, and he's young too. He's only 25, so he's going to get better. So we're going to sign him to our team. He's going to be our full-time kicker. All right, our second signing is going to be Darren Lee from the greatest college of all time, the Ohio State University. Darren Lee was actually somebody I really wanted the Bengals to draft when he came out 5 years ago. I mean, the speed, 87 speed, 88 acceleration, 83 pursuit, 82 tackle. He's only a 70 overall. Been kind of a bust so far in the league. I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm just looking at the 25 years old. Is somebody I'm still a fan of him for what he did at Ohio State, and I was a very big fan of him coming out in the draft. So I'm gonna sign him for $2 million. Again, we have a lot of money, so this first year we can kind of splurge a little bit, but I'm not trying to just get like Colin Kaepernick or the best player. So we're gonna get Darren Lee and get him going over here. All right, our third signing is going to be Sharif Finch out of Temple. Just some depth for the defensive line, especially on the edges. 84 speed, 86 acceleration, 78 tackle. His power moves and his finesse moves are not ideal. However, again, he's 24. He can grow. I can grow him. He can be a valuable part to the team. So, welcome aboard, Sharif Finch. Our fourth signing is going to be Cole McDonald out of Hawaii. He's a rookie. Stats aren't really amazing. 88 throw power, 87 throw accuracy, 77 throw on a run. Deep accuracy and medium accuracy are only 73s. Under pressure is a 67. Awareness 56. Break sacks 58 again. But he has decent speed, and also, man, I actually just liked him at Hawaii. He was a white dude with dreads. I was just like, man, I take balls, and he was in Hawaii doing it too. So, I rock with Cole McDonald, and I was like, you know what? I'd rather give him a team on a spot on the roster over Ryan Finley and Brandon Allen. So Cole McDonald welcome to the team, buddy. So after the first week, DJ Reader got a skill point, so we're gonna upgrade his run stopper. We want him to be as dominant of a defensive tackle as we can make him, but number one thing we signed him for was to stop the run. He can get pressure up the middle, but as long as he stops the run, then that's gonna make it easier for my cornerbacks to stay on the guys, and that's gonna make it easier for my edge rushers to get to the quarterback. So DJ Reader going up one. The great AJ Green. Whenever I get wide receivers, as much as I do like these first three, I always try to go route runner, just because if your wide receiver can run routes, it doesn't matter how fast a cornerback is or how slow the wide receiver is, they're always going to get open. So we're going to give him that one right there. He's going to move up to an 82 overall. +1 awareness, +1 deep route, +1 medium route, +1 release, and +1 short route for Adriel Jeremiah Green. There you go. Sam Hubbard is also getting a skill point, and we want him to get to the quarterback at all means possible. So we're going to give him speed rush right there. And he's going to go +1 awareness, +2 finesse moves, and +1 tackle, bringing his total to a 76. Aldrick Rosas, like I said already, man, going to be a kicker of the future. And he already has the power, so it's nothing crazy. I'm just giving him accuracy for right now, and then start building on power next. But he gets +2 awareness there, and it brings his overall to a 74. Tyler Boyd, man, he's gonna be our #1 receiver in the slot. 85 overall. Again, he's probably the best slot receiver in the game right now. So I'm just gonna make sure it stays that way. Give him an upgrade to slot. And woo, +1 awareness, +1 carrying, +1 catch from traffic, +1 juke move, +2 short route, and +1 spin move. And last but not least, Sean Williams. Very key backup for us. I'm gonna give him hybrid because again he's gonna be playing that slot cornerback role. I may even move him into sub linebackers, just in case we deal with some injuries on the linebacker front. But he gets +3 man coverage and +1 awareness. Yo, if you're a Bengals fan, this just warms your heart. AJ Green said he liked T. Higgins, man. T. Higgins, if you know, T. Higgins is a Bengals fan. He grew up a Bengals fan because his favorite player was AJ Green. So to see AJ, I know it's the game, but just to see him be like, yo, I fuck with him. What you want me to help him out with? Again, get open. As long as you get open, I can get you the ball. If you got somebody all on your back, it's gonna be hard to do that. The T, I'm gonna definitely say, I could use him as a burner though. This is medium routes right now. Let's do medium routes right now. Alright, bet. And T is gonna get a +2 release. So that helps out in both of those. And a +2 medium route running. After week 2, only Drew Sample got a skill point here, and we're gonna use him actually on vertical threat just for right now. Whenever I throw the Drew Sample, I know he's not gonna do anything like in terms of run after the catch, but I just want him to secure the ball. So I'm definitely gonna try to build up a possession, but if I throw it up kind of in the seams, I at least need you to go up and go get it. So he's gonna get a +1 ball carrier vision, +1 break tackle, +1 catching, +2 count deep route, wow, +1 medium route, +1 run finesse run block finesse, however you want to read that, or +2 short route. All right, guys, week 3, big week. This is where the cuts are gonna be. But before that, we got 1 skill point to send, and we got Darius Phillips. Even though I do have him in the slot right now, kind of in the back, I want to be a man-to-man corner. He has the speed to do it, so definitely going to do that for man-to-man. And 5 upgrades. He got +1 awareness, +1 man coverage, +1 play rec, +1 speed, and +1 tackle. So, yeah. All right. Now, time to cut these players. We got 16 guys to either cut or send to the practice squad. Clark Harris, I'm sorry, buddy, but you're definitely gonna have to go. Brandon Allen, see you, bud. Keaton Sutherland, I'll send you to the practice squad. Ryan Finley, I'm gonna send you to the practice squad. Fred Johnson, send you to the practice squad for right now. Khalil McKenzie, you're gonna have to go, bud. Jalen Davis, I do like your speed, so I'm gonna send you to the practice squad for right now. Alex Redmond, man, you gotta go, buddy. I'm sorry. Amani Bledsoe, I'm gonna be sending you to the practice squad. Josh Tupou, you gotta go, man. 2.3 million. I mean 2.13. Gotta take that. So we're gonna be cutting Marcus Hunt, and we're gonna cut Xavier Williams. Both of you guys. Sorry, but you gotta go. We're gonna move Renell Wren to our practice squad, but I won't be surprised if somebody comes and snatches them off. I'm not gonna hold you. And for kicker, we're gonna be moving Austin Seibert to practice squad, and we're gonna be cutting Fat Randy Bullock. Bengals fans rejoice. So as y'all can see right here, I'm 15 for 16. The other cut was going to be Alex Erickson, but I'm going to see if I can trade him for something, anything, because he's a 70 overall. I just don't want to cut a 70 overall. So let's see what you can get for Alex Erickson. All right, so I just went around and just checked to see if anybody liked Alex Erickson, and the only team that liked him was the Minnesota Vikings. So I'm probably not going to get any offensive linemen from them because, I mean, they're just too good. I mean, not too good. Like, they suck. It's not bad. They have no good linemen, and if, like, Bradbury, I'm not getting him with Alex Erickson. I just, no. Even if I could, that's just so extremely fake to me. Like, I can't do that. So with that being said, we're definitely just gonna try to just get a pick out of them. And they have 2 fourths, 3 fourths. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna try to get their best fourth and see if they do it. Okay, cool. So we're right there then. What was the other one? We get the second fourth. If y'all let me get that one in. Yep, there you go. So Alex Erickson for a 4th overall pick. Yeah, 4th round pick. Excuse me. Hell of a trade. I feel like I just pulled off. But yeah, we're gonna bring him to the team. All right, guys. So now we are officially in this season, regular season. Chargers at Bengals, Justin Herbert versus Joe Burrow. But again, before we get started on that, let's continue finishing up. Upgrade players, Auden Tate and LaShawn Sims. For LaShawn Sims, we're gonna give him man-to-man. Try to get his stats up. Hopefully we can work on that speed. +1 tackle, +1 press, +2 man, +2 awareness is decent enough. And then Auden Tate right here. Physical deep threat slot. Again, try to work on that route runner, man. If you run routes properly, you can get open. He moves up to a 77, +1 awareness, +1 catching, +1 medium route, +2 short route. My goal, I'm gonna leave that for my first gameplay episode, just so I can have something. And then let's just try to see if I can find one more trade to try to get a offensive lineman somewhere in here at all, and we're gonna get this season started. All right, guys. One more free agency signing. I love PJ Walker out of Temple when he was in the XFL and he was playing with Houston. Man, he impressed me so much. And then when he came in this year and played for the Panthers, very big fan of him. 5'11", 210, went to Temple. His throw power is not really good. Accuracy isn't good as well. His speed isn't even that great, but I'm just a fan of PJ Walker. And again, I don't mind having him on the team. He's better than Cole McDaniel ratings-wise. So I'll let those guys battle it out for backup quarterback, but I'm going to sign him to the roster and welcome him aboard. All right, guys. So I went through. I saw a lot of teams actually had a green for Josh Bynes, as I expected. But I just wanted to do something that was like fairly realistic, nothing crazy. I didn't want to try to go for a team's offensive lineman, like their good one, if they already kind of had like a good group of linebackers that they already put like a lot of money in. So after a long deliberation, I decided that I'm gonna just fleece the Falcons, because this is a team that, even though in real life they're kind of struggling, like if you actually look at their defense, it's pretty decent. And if you look at their linebacking core, you got I'm not Aluakun. I think I said that right. I have no idea, but he's 79 overall, 25. Deion Jones 86, 25, and then you got nothing. A left outside linebacker. And I looked at all the linemen, and the only one that I really want, I would love to get a good right tackle right now and replace Bobby Hart, but I'm gonna upload this year's draft class. You get me? So I'm actually gonna go interior, and I'm looking at a guy right here. Chris Lindstrom was a rookie last year. As you can see, star potential. Yeah, 87 strength, 77 run block power, 87 run block power, 77. So he's gonna have problems like going against guys like Aaron Donald and Calais Campbell, Cam Hayward, and shit like that. But as long as I can run with him, I feel like he'd be good. And this is somebody I can grow with, upgrade immediately to the team right here, and that'll allow me to get rid of Billy Price. So I'm gonna try to trade for this guy and see what happens. So let's see, Josh Bynes, Chris Lindstrom, and they're not interested. So we're gonna have to put in a pick. Good thing we got that 4th rounder. We're not gonna try to trade that though. So I'm looking, and let's see if I can try to get rid of a 6th round pick. They don't like that at all. Okay, so I got 2 4ths, so let's try to do a 5th then. Ooh, they're close. Okay, what if I do that, give you a 5th, and then I throw in a 7th next year? There we go. All right, cool. So we got an offensive guard now that we can actually build with. Here we go. Yeah, so we got Lindstrom, as you can see, Jonah Williams, Lindstrom, the young guards that I can build with. This is probably going to be like a 2-3 year career mode, even if I win the Super Bowl my first year. And now I just need to try to find somebody to be over here. But I have all these extra offensive line pieces that I could use. I could also use one of my wideouts, maybe a John Ross or Auden Tate, who's a 77. I actually really do like Auden Tate too, but AJ Green, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd, he's probably not going to get any playing time unless one of those guys get injured. But let's just see if I can try to find a right tackle right now, or trade for one. All right, guys. So I was scourging the market for some time, and the only like valuable right tackle I found was Ty Nitsky from the Bills. He's 34, so he's only going to be somebody we use right now, but as long as I don't have to throw Bobby Hart out there, I'm kind of cool with it. I tried to see if LaShawn Sims or Sean Williams had any kind of trade value. They had none. I tried for Giovanni Bernard, but then I thought better of it and said, nah, let me just wait. So this is just going to be a stopgap right now, just for week 1. I'm going to continue to upgrade players and see if before the trade deadline, if I can make any other trades, which I'm most likely going to do, just not to get picks, but just see if I can get any better players. But for right now, let's just try to get Niski on the team. They said they need a left guard. We're going to go player here, and we're going to actually give you a right guard. I could switch you over, but let me just see if it works. We're not going to use Billy Price anytime in the future. He's a young player, but we have Lindstrom now. Suafilo is older, but we're just trying to make this trade go through. I doubt it happens. Yeah, I doubt it happens, but let's see. Okay, yeah, so that worked. That's cool. So for Billy Price, we get Ty Niski. I'll take that. And now we just have to make one more cut to the team. And ooh, this is actually tough now. I'm gonna cut Bobby Hart right now. We're gonna save $3.85 million. Just get him off the team, man. I was about to cut Isaiah Prince, but I mean, just to free ourselves of that contract, man. I mean, same player, literally, except he's just a bit better, way older too. But get rid of Bobby Hart, and yeah. So this is gonna be our team. Yeah, so this is gonna be our team for the future. Jonah Williams, Quentin Spain, Trey Hopkins, Lindstrom, Ty Niski, Uzama, Sample. I was looking for a tight end, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna give Sample a realistic shot to be that second tight end for us and see what happens. Tyler Boyd, AJ Green, T. Higgins, John Ross, Auden Tate, Mike Thomas, Carter, Mixon, Bernard, and Joey B with PJ Walker and Cole McDonald behind him. And defensively, the fastest defense in Madden, I've been saying it, Sam Hubbard, Geno Atkins, DJ Reader, Carl Lawson, William Jackson, Mackenzie Alexander, Tony Brown, Trey Waynes, Darius Phillips, Jesse Bates, Brandon Wilson, Von Bell, and the versatile Sean Williams. 3 young, fast linebackers with Darren Lee, Marcus Bailey, and Jordan Evans backing them up. And special teams, Huber, Rosas, Trey Hopkins as the long snapper, Brandon Wilson, Darius Phillips. Specialist, Alexander stays in the slot. Same rush ends, same sub linebackers. Everything stays the same. In the practice squad, we have Ryan Finley, C. Wade, Frank Johnson, Sutherland, Bledsoe, Siebert, Davis, Jackson Sr., Hill, and Run, which I really enjoy those guys. Every week I'm going to go check free agency just to see if we can steal some other practice squad guys off their team and try to get them to our team, or just at free agency in general. But yeah, man, that's going to do it for today's, or not today's episode. I'm probably going to put out both episodes within a day. I just want you guys to just see. Yeah, I was going to try to make this and then the first gameplay video and the first video, but I feel like I do too much to set up the franchise in the beginning before we even get a game played. So I just made this its own separate video. This is the prelude. The next video will actually be the Cincinnati Bengals career mode, episode 1 against the LA Chargers, hosting them at home. We're gonna set our season goal and we're gonna get started leading into week 2. All right, so if you like this video, like it, comment, subscribe, and share. You know, all the things that y'all already expected to do when you watch these videos. But until next time, y'all already know what time it is. Peace.